Is everybody super excited about International Scrapbook Day? Because I sure am. I am ready and willing to play with all the different events going on and all the sales. So I have Melanie here. Melanie, will you introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie from A Creatively Crafted Life, and I'm here to chat with Nikki about all things International Scrapbook Day.
I am so excited. So if you don't know, International Scrapbook Day is a huge event for the scrapbooking community. I feel like every store has a different sale going on, and it is a lot to process. In addition, a lot of Facebook groups have a whole bunch of different activities and events going on that you can participate and win things at. So if you're not into the sales, which I don't know how you can't be, but anyway, you can just participate and try to win a whole bunch of gift cards. So last year I won, I think, almost over $100 worth of gift cards and different challenges. Like, I was all gun ho. So International Scrapbook Day actually was founded in 1994 by Creative Memories. And this year it lands on Saturday, May 6th. So a lot of places will do their sale starting prior to Saturday, but a lot of the stuff is going to be happening on Saturday, including the events. So Melanie, how do you think you're going to tackle all of these sales and things?
Well, I'm still keeping in the back of my mind that I really don't want to buy an excessive amount of stuff, right? I still want to try and be somewhat deliberate in my purchases. So I have a few strategies that I've kind of been thinking about how I want to tackle this. Because let's be real, I am going to buy stuff. Like, I just am. Like, I don't have that kind of willpower. For those of you out there that can do a hardcore no buy and make it through International Scrapbook Day, I bow down to you, because that is not me.
Same here. I am way too excited about the sales. That's what gets me. When I see a sale, that's when I go purchase, right? So unsubscribing to emails, that's like number one thing. Get rid of it if you don't want to spend it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't know about it, right, you're not going to buy. And that kind of lends into the first strategy that I'm going to use, which is basically limit the number of sites I'm willing to go to. So there are a ton of online stores out there. I'm going to limit it to 3 different stores. So scrapbook.com, a cherry on top, and Scrapbook Generation. That's it.
Yeah, and they usually have a lot of good sales. So last year and during the Black Friday sales for Scrapbook Generations, they did a different day, had different sales each day, and they kind of combined. So for example, like Thursday was 30% off Echo Park. So that's kind of how Scrapbook Generations does their sales. Scrapbook.com, I'm not sure. I haven't really shopped there much except to get my mint tape. That's all I buy there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember specifically, but they always have stuff on sale, to be honest, right? They tend to be more like their product line is often on sale. So I would expect that that's probably going to show up for International Scrapbook Day. And quite often they will feature specific manufacturers as well. But I'll still go on there and look. If it's not on sale, I'm not buying it. That's a hard rule. Like, that's going to be my hard rule. If it's not on sale, I'm not buying it, because I can get it at any other point in time.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can get it from a cherry on top. So last year's cherry on top discount was, I think it was like 20% off the entire store, including clearance. And
Wow.
So how they do it is they put all of the things that they really want to get rid of are actually on sale in the clearance section. And then you can get 20% off or whatever percent off they choose this year at a cherry on top. I love their store. You get points. You can use those points towards those sale items, like got gift cards, all the things.
Right. Do they offer free shipping, or is it a flat rate? Do you know?
I think it depends on the sale. So every once in a while, you'll have to add an extra promo code to get that free shipping, or it's like free shipping after $75, just kind of typical stuff.
Right. Okay.
So other sales that I'm looking out for, because you've got those 3 big ones, is the scrapbook.com, a cherry on top, and Scrapbook Generations. Heck yes.
You're gonna
Um,
convince me that I have to add more to this list, aren't you?
maybe. So on Monday's episode, we had talked about digital products and how you can get free resources. Well, watch out for those digital companies, because SnapClick Supply has digital Echo Park content. And last year they did 50% off everything.
Wow.
So their kits, I think their digital kit for like a full baby line is like $10. You get it for $5, and you can print it off an unlimited number of times.
Right.
So you could have that paper you absolutely love for 6 times wherever you print it off, right?
Right. Right.
Sweet Shop Designs is another one we talked about last week, and they have digital products as well. The main place that I look for like the big manufacturer is Jennifer McGuire Inc. So what she does is that she has a spot on her blog specifically dedicated to sales. So
Right.
she'll put out when Sizzix and Spellbinders and Tonic Studios, like the big companies, have sales, and she'll redirect you to those sites.
That's a good one. If you don't already know about it already, definitely Jennifer's sale list is a really good resource.
Yeah. And it's like a one-stop shop. Like she lists all of these different companies that have all of these different sales for scrapbooking and card making.
Right.
I think I'm going to check out Close to My Heart this year. Poly Creative Memory.
Ooh, Close to My Heart. I forgot about them. I'm a
Sorry.
VIP. I'm a VIP, so I do think I have some credits with them. Okay, so that one might also be on my list.
Smaller shops that I'll be keeping an eye out are Shadney. She has an Etsy store, and she does stencils and wood veneer. And
Right.
hers is kind of snarky, and I think they're just hilarious.
Yeah.
Some Assemblage Required recently moved from Etsy to her own website, and I contacted the owner, and she did say that she was going to have sales. Don't know what it is, but she is going to do something.
Yeah.
And then she does wood veneer, and that's where I got my desk organizer right here. That's wood. Love her. And then Scrap and Happy Studio. That's another one that I'm thinking about looking at, because they have flair.
That's the one that does the flare, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And I love her canvas flare. They're amazing.
Exactly. And that's when I go and buy those canvas flare, because I don't know, it's like $6 or $8 for 6 of them, and that's kind of expensive. But if you get them on sale, then you get a good discount and that kind of thing. Don't forget to check out like American Crafts, Echo Park, Simple Stories. Those 3 do have a good online presence, and you can actually buy directly from those manufacturers and get a discount on International Scrapbook Day.
And Echo Park, actually, they do very, very regular sales. Actually, there was one that just happened, I think in March. And it's actually like, you can get collections packages, like the full collection with the sticker sheet for like $7.50. And I think they probably do it at least once a quarter, if not more often.
So it's totally more often, because they do, I tracked it. It's every other week they have a different sale. So once a month they'll do like the warehouse sale where you can get quick collection kits for $7.50, but then they'll do a specialty sale the opposite week. So for example, they'll just do all of their stamps are $6, or all their paper is 50% off. So Echo Park has sales all the time. So don't feel like you're missing out on it in International Scrapbook Day, but definitely check it out in case you see something on a cherry on top that could potentially be cheaper on Echo Park.
Yeah.
Another place that I would go check is if you like Hip Kit Club style, then go there. I did a subscription, but it was too girly. So if you like pinks and all that kind of stuff, I just had a really hard time using it, but they do have fantastic sales. So 75, 50, 25% off their stuff.
Yeah, that's true. They do have some really good discounts on their kits, previous year's kits and stuff like that. Good point.
Yeah. What other strategy are you going to use, Melanie, when you tackle all of these sales? You kind of talked a little bit earlier, but are there other things that you're
Yeah,
going to try to do?
yeah. So I have a few weaknesses, right? So like for instance, Mente paper is a weakness of mine. Um, 49 in market is a weakness of mine, that kind of thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scope out the sites that carry those, ideally one of the three that I said I'm going to, and I'm going to put a wish list together. And if those items happen to be on sale and they're on my wish list, it's almost like I can go ahead and buy them, right? It's like I'm giving myself permission to buy them because they're on my wish list. But the idea behind the wish list is that I have an opportunity to think outside of the moment and think, what is it that I really truly want? And so when the sale comes up, I can just shop from the wish list as opposed to the entire site and get sucked into, oh, look at this is deeply discounted, I'll throw it in my cart, as opposed to, do I really want it and need it? So that's another strategy I'm hoping to employ.
So one thing in with that, I make a huge wish list of everything I want. I've got a running wish list in case I find something. A lot of the stuff I want is older product. So I'll be checking out Cranberry Cat. She has a lot of Old Bull Bunny, and that's like what I want is Old Bull Bunny. But it's fun to get the things that are on your wish list, but I allow myself one item that's not something that's on my wish list that I do think I'll use.
Okay.
Just because you want something fun and new in your stash. It has
Right.
to be new. So for example, in March, there was a shop hop and I found Pink Fresh glitter drops, I think is what they're called, and they're gorgeous. And I was like, I don't have anything like this. They're $5. I'm gonna get 2 packs. So yes, you're trying to save money and do things on your wish list, but it's also important to refresh your stash and get things that you don't normally get. So
Right.
I encourage you, get one thing that's fun that you've never seen before or have in your stash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
absolutely.
an enabler, sorry.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I say all of this. These are strategies I'm hoping to employ, but let's be real. If I do find something, it's probably going to make its way into my cart anyways. But I think really what my intent is just to be a little bit more deliberate in my purchases instead of, oh, it's a good deal. Yeah, I could make use of that. Because that's kind of my default shopping habit is like, oh, it's on sale. Yeah, that's nice. And I always see the potential in everything. So I'm hoping that this will work. We'll see. We'll see. But if the viewers have any strategies on how they're going to tackle this, they should leave a comment below because I'm curious to see how people are able to rein themselves in with the abundance of items out there.
Do you have any other strategies you would like to share?
So a couple of things that I've done in the past, I'm not sure if they will work for National Scrapbook Days so much. I know I've done them with Black Friday, is I've either left it until the end of the sale to go shopping. So for instance, if it's a week-long sale, I won't go in until the final day. That way, some items will already be sold out. Oh, well.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Oh my
goodness.
Right?
Then you have no option. You can't get the things that are sold out. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
It works. It works. The other thing I've done, actually, I just did this with Echo Park, actually, because they had one of their sales, and I went, okay, well, let me go in and see what I can find, and I added it all to the cart, and then I said, okay, I can come back in a day or whenever just before the sale ends. And if I come back and I still want everything, I can buy it. If not, I walk away. And I didn't come back. I got sidetracked. I got distracted by other things. And I didn't feel the need to go back. So just the act of me putting it in the cart satisfied that initial need to purchase. But walking away and giving it a little bit of space before I actually hit the buy button allowed me to let it go, which I found very interesting.
Yeah, I actually employ that a lot. So I like to fill my cart and then empty my cart is kind of what I call that, where I will get click happy and I just add everything I want to the cart. And then I go through and I'm like, okay, do I really want this? This looks similar. So I remove it. And then I wait a day. I sleep on it. If I'm still thinking about it, then I'll click the buy button. But most of the time, I don't end up clicking the buy button and it's fine.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting how a little bit of time takes that desire or that need for that thing away. So I don't know. Those are kind of things that I have tried in the past that have worked. I have never done this, but I think you were trying this earlier with using gift cards. So pre-purchase a gift card for the amount that you want to spend at that, or that you want to allow yourself to spend at that shop, and that's all you have to offer. Like that's all you can purchase, right? You're not allowed to pull out your credit card. So that's another tool that you could use. Definitely you should set some sort of budget.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And I don't know. I find it better in my budgeting to set an amount per store.
Right.
So say I accidentally go over that budget, then I'm pulling from a different store. So I got to be really careful about how much I actually want to spend at each store.
Do you often go to one store, buy, commit, and then go to another, or do you have all three stores going at this? Let's say you're going visiting three, that you have all three going simultaneously so that you kind of track overall where you're at.
I actually tend to fill my carts at all of the stores and then try to compare, because what happens is you can find a lot of the same stuff at Scrapbook Generations, at scrapbook.com, and a Cherry on Top. So I will fill the cart and see which one has the best deal.
Ah, very smart. Very, very smart. The other thing I didn't mention is that I do have a local scrapbook store. I don't know if they are going to offer a sale. They have in the past, pre-COVID, but since then they haven't actually opened up their store to sales at this point. They are open and they are functioning. So if they are open, I will be visiting that store. And I have to admit that I am more inclined to purchase in person than I am online.
Interesting. I'm the opposite. I will fill my cart so fast online.
Yeah, I get bored online. I don't like the flipping and the looking through. So at some point I'm like, I don't like, the images are so small and I can't really see what they are. And so it's just much easier for me to just say, oh, forget it. I'm tired of looking, and to stop. But in person, it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And the next thing you know, you got 2 baskets full of product and you walk out, with a ton of stuff. But so I don't know what strategies I would use there at this point, because I don't know if she's gonna have a sale or what she's gonna offer. I really don't know. That might be a free for all.
Oh no. How about you don't go into, although I don't know, you have to support your local businesses, right? You don't want your local scrapbook store to go out of business. So I don't know. For online shopping, I make sure that I have the most items shown on the single page. So Cherry on Top is 96. I always show 96. And then I don't have to click the dang button to go to the next page. That drives me nuts.
Yeah, I get it. So those are the big ones. Like I said, I'm just trying to be a little bit more deliberate in what I'm purchasing. The other thing, I did have another idea as I'm sitting here in my craft room, is I should be only allowed to place the orders from in my craft room, not anywhere else in the house.
And then you can quickly compare what you actually already have too. So that's a good idea.
Yeah. And just thinking, like, do I really need another pack of paper when I have probably over 1,000 sheets sitting here already, right? Like, do I really need it? So I think that might be another strategy. I'm only allowed to order from when I'm in my craft room.
There you go. Well, let's skip the sales now. Let's talk about some of the things that are going on during International Scrapbook Day. So yes, there's sales, but there's also a whole bunch of other events. Like I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, I won over $100 last year from all the events that I was participating in. That was a lot of freaking work. So if you're not wanting to spend a whole bunch of money, do these free events and win money instead, right?
Yes.
Like, I didn't have time to sit on my phone and shop a whole bunch last year.
Because you were busy earning it. You were busy earning it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So last year, Bash Your Scrapbook Stash had a two-day event, and you had to complete 15 different projects in 2 days. So different scrapbook layouts, not even cards, it was layouts in 2 days in order to win the money.
Wow. Wow.
It was insane. I did it all 15, and I won 3 individuals and then the overall grand prize.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an insane. And that was on a Friday or Saturday and a Sunday. So
but the good thing is you got a lot of projects done, as well as, you got the free gift or whatever. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of freaking work.
So are you doing that again this time, if they have something similar?
Yes. So this year I'm doing it different. So last year I picked 2 things, and the other thing that was available and I paid for was Scrapbook Generations had an online crop. It was a Facebook group, and you paid $7. $7 for 4-day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday event. And you get a whole bunch of free resources. There's grand prizes. There's all that kind of stuff. I'm picking one or the other this year. I can't do both.
Yeah.
There's so much going on during International Scrapbook Day. I know Janet Madison from RTS Scrapbooking usually does something with her kits on the whole week. And so you can follow along with that. That's it's $1 per month on Patreon, not a big deal. But yeah, I gotta pick one. I'm exhausted already thinking about it.
I get exhausted just trying to keep track of all the different things that happen. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a slow crafter, because I'm not, but I don't like the pressure of like having to keep up with, and then there's this, and then there's that, and then there's this. I'd much rather work at my own pace. So a lot of these things I just kind of like, I sign up and then I don't actually do any of the things that they're doing. Because I get overwhelmed.
If we lived closer, I would get your butt in gear, girl.
I think you would.
I'm always doing like 3 things for one layout. It's fine, whatever.
I just can't keep track of it all. And it's not that I can't. I shouldn't say that. I probably could if I came up with a systematic approach, like listed everything and okay, check. I just, it almost feels like just too much work. But if you did all of it for me, then yeah.
Yeah, well, I could probably do that. So it's so funny. A lot of people use sticky notes. I actually just use printer paper. And they are little bitty squares of printer paper, and I can just throw them away. I don't have to worry about purchasing sticky notes, and they just kind of sit all over my desk. And when I'm done with it, I can throw it away.
So what, you write all the different challenges on the notes? Is that the idea?
Yeah. So I'll be doing a layout today, and I have to have ephemera, a triple matted photo, and a doily. And so that is written on my thing, and I got to take a before and after picture, and then I'm done. And I just throw it away.
Great idea. That's a great idea. I didn't think of it that way. So just as stuff pops up on the Facebook group or whatever, you just write out that challenge and you just have it all listed. Oh, very smart.
Yep. So that's what I did. That's why I was so successful last year, because I wrote it all out and I had different places. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'm very excited about International Scrapbook Day. It is my favorite holiday, and lots of different events going on, lots of different sales. Is there anything else you want to add today?
No, I think that is it. I'm excited as well. I'm a little disappointed it's on May 6th. I mean, it's always around that time frame, but we have a work function. Like a work. I have to work that weekend.
So you're not going to be able to spend any money because you're not going to be able to hit that buy button in your craft room.
Well, it's one of these things where we have to, it's called disaster recovery testing. So they're basically going to simulate like the computer system at work going down and how would we recover and stuff. So it's not like I'm going to be constantly like pounding the keyboard. I just kind of have to be on call for when stuff comes up to do testing and that kind of thing. And I'm at home, so I can kind of do things simultaneously, but it's kind of still a bummer because you can't really just focus on the day, but it is what it is. My day job pays for me buying all the craft supplies, so I guess I can't complain too much about it.
Right. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might be on call too. Dang it. Well, I guess I'm not spending too much money this year. Shoot.
Well, and like you said, some of the sales run like the whole week, so you know, you just have to
It'll
more
be fine.
strategic. It'll be fine.
So, don't forget to check out Melanie's video on Monday. I'll have it linked below. And there's also a playlist. So if you want to go back and watch everything from January till now, you can definitely do that. Next time, what are we doing next time, Melanie? I can't remember.
I think we're due for a check-in, a post International Scrapbook Day sale check-in to see how we did and how we're just doing in general and what our plans are for the rest of the year, I think.
Yeah, because my main goal is to get rid of kits and actually use them, right? And yours is to follow your little, I don't know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called either. I think mostly it was just trying to keep my purchasing under control, really. You know, use more than I bring in, kind of thing.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it. We're not going to do a haul video, guys. There's just no way.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that, but we'll maybe show you how we're doing otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, or at least chit-chatting about what the plans are for the future, if we're going to continue, or if, you know, we're going to try a few different other strategies. Who knows? You have to come back to listen to the conversation.
Yep. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on both of our channels, and comment about what sales you're looking for this year and what events you participated in last year. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.
See you next time.